Anne and Ben held 400 and 350 shares respectively in the three public companies RIA, Skip and TAP. Anne held 200 in RIA, 50 in Skip and the remainder in TAP. Ben held 50 in TAP, twice that number in RIA and the remainder in Skip. Display the information in a 2x3 matrix. So we're going to have 2 rows and 3 columns. And there's 2 of them, so that must mean that Anne and Ben represent the rows, and the companies RIA, Skip and TAP represent the columns. So she has 400 shares. She's got 200 in this one, 50 in this one, and the remainder in TAP. So that must be 150 to make up her 400. Ben has 50 in TAP, twice that number in RIA, so twice 50 is 100, and the remainder in Skip. Now he's got 350 shares altogether, so that must mean he's got 200 just here. The market value of RIA, Skip and TAP shares is $1.20, $3.50 and $2.50 respectively. Display this information in a matrix N, so the matrix M times N will show the values of each person's shareholdings. So we've actually got 3 values here. We have a choice between doing a 1x3 or a 3x1. Now note that this one is 2x3, and we want to multiply that by the other matrix, so it's going to have to be a 3x1. So 3 rows and 1 column, and then we'll have the 1.20, the 3.50 and the 2.10 in here. Explain what information the result of 1 times n will show. Well, let's think about 1 for a moment. That is a 1x2 matrix. We know this one is a 2x3 matrix, so the product of that is going to be 1x3. So that's going to actually be like this. Now if you do 1 times this matrix, the first multiplication is 1 times 200 and 1 times 100. Add those together is 300. That's the total shares owned in RIA. And then when you do 1 times this, that's the total shares owned in Skip. So it's going to be the total shares held in each of the companies. So finally, a stock market analyst expects the values of the shares in 6 months' time to be found from the result of this 1 times n. Use this information to calculate the expected price of Skip shares. So the matrix we have is 1.5, 0, 0, 0, 1.2, 0, 0, 0, 1.1, and the matrix N was this one here. 1.20, 3.50 and 2.10. And we're looking at Skip, so that's going to be the middle one. So that's going to be when we do this row multiplied by this matrix, because that's the one where we get 0 there, 0 there, and we just get 1.2 times 3.5. That's the only thing that affects Skip. So 35 times 12. So 2 5s 10, 2 3s 6, and 1 7, 0 3 5. So that's going to be 0 2, carry 1, that's 4, So that's going to go up to $4.20.